Good evening, people. The time is 6:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is the update on Clark County, Indiana. Ex-Sheriff Jamey Noel. You got a criminal case against him. 31 charges, I believe. He's on $1.5 million bond. He's still in Clark County Jail. He got a civil thing against him and his wife. They asked for a special judge in that case. And I believe he's asking for another judge in his criminal trial. And why is he want to, like I say, I think that's one I've read, but I'm not sure. Because if we get another judge, he might get the bond reduced. Surely the state of Indiana wouldn't allow that. Judge Matlock is a good judge. He's fair. But when you fuck over him like Jamey Noel did, that's a no-no. So I found a video. I'm going to share it with you if I can remember how to do this. This was on WHAS TV in Louisville, Kentucky. So here it is, people. It's only about 15 seconds.
Designed to bring the outdoors in. With an available panoramic moon roof.
About the commercial.
Yours.
Last hour, Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita's office says Judge Larry Medlock will likely be removed from the civil lawsuits in the case of Jamey Noel.
Medlock was assigned when the Clark County judge recused jurisdiction, but a spokesperson for the Attorney General now says it was only temporary.
Focus on Travis, you want to make it clear he's going to stay on the criminal side of the Jamey Noel thing.
Yes, the only thing that we've just found out today is only regarding the civil case. And on May 20th, a motion was actually made by Noel's attorneys to remove Judge Medlock. But I've been watching the court docket and I never saw any movement on that motion until today. A spokesperson for the AG's office told me over email, quote, "That is still pending. We should have a new judge this week." This has nothing to do with Noel's criminal case, where there is no indication that Judge Medlock will be removed. Noel has been in the Scott County Jail for 76 days. His 60 days for contempt of court ended on June 8th, but he has stayed in jail with a $1.5 million full cash bond. He may be having trouble posting it because all of his assets are currently frozen in the civil case. Charles W. Wright, a local bail bondsman who is not associated with this case, says as this is the highest bond he's ever seen in Clark or Floyd County.
Not that I can recall. Well, my wife's been an agent since the late 80s, and I've been around it since 1990, so about 35 years. It's a pretty high bond.
I have asked Noel's attorney, Larry Wilder, twice if they are trying to come up with a plan to bail Noel out. Wilder has not answered my questions. 5 Noel family members currently have their assets frozen right now above a certain amount in the civil case. That will stay in place until the civil trial begins, and there is no date for that civil trial at the moment. In the studio, Travis Breeze, WHAS 11 on your side.
I see. There's some more. Let's see. Oh, this is 2 days ago, and it's only probably 20 seconds.
A new judge has been appointed for the civil trials of former Clark County Sheriff Jamey Noel in a separate criminal trial. Noel also faces several felony charges. Those include theft,
I don't know why it's rebuffing. I don't know the stream yard.
tax evasion, corrupt business practices, and ghost employment. The state of Indiana also sued Noel in an effort to get back $4 million. Which it claims was illegally spent. Judge Roger Duvall from the Indiana Senior Judges Committee will now oversee Noel's civil trials.
Down in Rapidan Township, a business around for generations is gone.
Okay, I told you it'd be a short one. There's another one. I just figure out. Oh, you saw that one. You saw that one. That one. You saw most of these. You saw people. You saw that, but there is that Jamey Noel came to a deal with Attorney General to give all the vehicles back, and he used Utica Fire Department money. Okay, here it is.
Upon his first day of retirement, Marcus Rogers
ESC Channel 11 News.
Former Clark County Sheriff Jamey Noel was expected in court this afternoon, but we learned this morning that his hearing was canceled. That hearing was about the Indiana Attorney General's case against him. The state of Indiana is suing Noel, saying it hopes to recover public money related to the criminal charges pending against him. We've learned agreements have been reached that result.
Sorry about it, people. I don't know if it's the internet or StreamYard.
Resolve those hearings, but the results are confidential by order of the
people. I don't know if it's the internet.
court. Noel is charged with theft, tax evasion, corrupt business practices, and ghost employment. Indiana has also asked the judge to freeze Noel's accounts and his ability
He got no
to sell
excess
stocks and
money.
bonds or property. Noel is currently in jail on a bond of $1.5 million.
Let's see what WLKY has.
A special judge will preside over the civil lawsuits filed by the
Look how bad he looks. He's not eating
Indiana
his
Attorney General against former Clark County Sheriff
steak.
Jamey Noel. The Attorney General filed suit to recover millions of dollars in public money allegedly used by Noel and his family.
There's
Noel,
his
his
wife.
wife,
They got her on, I think, 10 charges.
and their daughter are all facing felony charges for allegedly misusing
The younger daughter, they haven't arrested her. She's not involved. Her older sister.
money from the fire and EMS departments,
This one
which
right
he
here, I think. But people, you know. So I want to thank you all. You know, I told you this morning. Okay, Chris or nobody, people, I want you to check when you're on YouTube the people you used to get notifications on. YouTube is unsubscribing you all. You know, check it out. If you all don't get notification, check it out. Because YouTube is unsubscribing people. Don't ask me why they doing it. I done a video the other night on the debate. Another person done a debate. I want to thank you. That's your right, your opinion. That's right, being part of this planet. Justice, liberty, and justice for all. God bless this good USA. What's good about it right now? But I want to thank you all that has watched my videos, that has subscribed, and all this. You know, sometimes. Thank you. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe bell until you see all notifications and hit that bell on all notifications. And as you know, you've been watching it on my channel, other people's YouTube channel about Karen Reed. If you watch the expert today, he had two ladies on there. This one lady, you know, it's kind of funny. You know, the expert's kind of funny. I wish I could be funny and get a whole lot of subscribers, but I'm being honest. You know, trying to earn my subscribers and not pay certain groups out there to get me up there. You know, I'm trying to be honest. It's hard to be honest in this world today. And if I figure out how to use that cap cut or cupcake or cup whatever, I'm going to have to write it down and watch some YouTube videos of it. I like to do me an introduction. You know, since I'm for truth and justice for all people. You know, I know this YouTuber, he's busy. I love his introduction, but it got his face on it. I like to have one like him, exactly the same content, where you're tired of it. Police abuse. Uh, this African American lady in Louisville, Veronica Taylor, I think was her name, if you remember back a few years. She got killed by the LMPD, Louisville Metro Police Department, shooting into a house. Couldn't see the person. Shot the next door place up, killing that. She's an EMT or a paramedic. I forget what she is. You know, that was wrong. Some of them lost their jobs. Some of them was in jail, prison, or whatever. The FBI got them violation of her civil rights. And the warrant they had for the person, they knew for a fact that he was not there because they arrested him earlier that day before they went there. If somebody knocked on my door and kicked it open, like any citizen, you think your house is getting broke in. You shoot and ask questions later. That's what happened in this case. Her boyfriend that she had then, at the time of her death, shot at the cops, but they didn't know they was cops. Here's the thing that Louisville Metro Police screwed up on. They didn't have their body cameras. It would probably show more, but I like to see all police departments in all 50 states have body cameras plus dash cams. And I watched the video today. You all need to watch her channel. Carolyn at Fort Worth, Texas, where Kruger, that police officer, had knocked the shit out of him, gave her black eyes. She wasn't doing anything wrong. I want you all to say some prayers for her. She got the hell beat. He charged her with resisting arrest. People, I got questions about that. If you are unconscious, how can you resist? This is not the first time this asshole has done it. He was on another police department. I don't know if he got fired, he resigned, but it's saying he got fired. I like to see a federal registration on this planet that if you get fired, drunk driving, domestic battery, if you've been in car wreck, put that on the register. That's only part one. Part two is domestic battery, drunk driving, or you get fired, you lose your police certificate. That means you can't get your job as a police officer unless they hire you. You have to go to the police academy again. I think South Carolina has that law, but you people can check that out. You know. But if you watch The Expert today, that woman is a lawyer. She's been in 43 of the 50 states. And really, defense, and I agree with her. Reasonable doubt. There's all kinds of things that's reasonable doubt, in this case. Why did they poke the reasonable doubt that the data, which the jury didn't know the FBI is probably involved? They might, but they can't mention they saw it on the internet. Those are the FBI experts. and it showed he walked, was walking. It shows that he walked down the steps. If you watch the expert, this lady lawyer, that was today, or probably a couple hours ago. She done the experiment. There's no way you can screw up that data and change it and this and that. So that shows that he was in the house. Those bruises and everything that O'Keefe had showed that he was beat up. You go back days ago when they showed the video in the bar that they was in, that Alberts or whatever the asshole dirty cop is he was trying to get in a fight with old Keith then. I feel sorry for old Keith's family. They won't change. They think she done it. That's how screwed up this case is, people. A reasonable doubt, it shows that he was in the house. Reasonable doubt that she was at the home at the time that Jennifer asshole searched the internet. How long does it take you to die outside in the cold? What socks? Hush. How long is all that data is show. The defense should have put in more reasonable doubt. I don't think they cover the reasonable doubt. You got one person on the jury. I believe he's a cop. It's a man. He's the one that's holding out. And you say how I know that. There's another reporter. I think he tweeted it out on Twitter, I think. He was out in the hallway when the jury walked out into the hall or whatever it was. And Alberts and them was there. And that one man smiled at him, let them know that he's the one that's holding out for guilty. So did the Alberts and them get to somebody? The phones are still wiretapped by the FBI. And I hope you liked the video I done this morning of the flea market sale barn up in Scottsburg, Indiana. I'm not going to be on here long. So, because I don't want to take up your time. I know you all got something to do. So, have a good weekend. I stress to you all people, if you can afford it, get you a dash cam for your vehicle. You set it up, say, for 3 minutes. When the 3 minutes go up, off, it starts a new file. Make sure your dash cam has GPS in it, because that'll have the time, date, and all that. If you can find one, it had a two-piece to it. One to cover the front, the other one you plugged in and have it by your back window. That way you see people coming at you. Okay, people, if you see the picture up in the right top corner, that's what it looks to me. That's my dad, Robert S. Cartwright. My mother, Margaret Cartwright. Gina Renee Cartwright, my daughter. And my dad was a Mason. If any Masons out there, you know what I'm talking about. He was, I believe it was lodge number 226 in Charlestown, Indiana. My mom was in Eastern Star. If you people don't know that, that means your husband's not a Mason. Eastern Star is part of the wives of the Mason. And she was the grand organist for the state of Indiana. She died at 101 years old. She taught piano and organ lessons Monday through Saturday. You heard me say it before, you know. I was young, had my driver's license, go out and party and loving on them good looking women back there. And I come home, hope to sleep late Saturday. Forget that crap. You couldn't. About between 8 and 9, she started the music lessons. Well, they went my sleep. I couldn't sleep. But I love my mom and dad. These people are the one that adopted me when I was a baby. And, you know, they were great parents. They didn't have to adopt. They adopted 3 kids from different families. My asshole brother who lives up in Lexington, Indiana, that stole from me, mom, and grandma, stole my silver dollars that I got in elementary school for not missing any days. Broke into my grandma's house when I was living there through the basement door until I changed that. And when you come out of the basement, you came into the kitchen. So I put a lock on that where you couldn't come into the house. He had no business coming into my basement or up there on the first floor. He stole half the shit. He still done it. And that pissed me off. But, you know, I know what I like to do, but the cops will come knocking on my door. And I let God takes care of it. I got my faith in God. He'd do it. His name is Robert W. Cartwright, retired from Ford Motor Company. Probably stole from Ford Motor Company, just like he stole from United States Marine Corps between 64 and 68. Hand grenades and those grenades that you put on your rifle. What was that? The M14 between 64 and 68. I pity their neighbors if the house or garage ever goes on fire. I don't know what his girlfriend, wife, I don't know. They was married, then they got a divorce. And I don't know. I guess she couldn't hack it in the Navy. I don't know. I know she didn't spend no 4 years. I know she didn't spend no year in the Navy. She wasn't in the reserves. So, but I'm just letting you know, people. And make sure you have subscribed to Triumphs Beware. He's a pretty good guy. He's for truth and justice for the American people. He should be live tonight. This is Saturday. He should be live. Probably about 8 o'clock. I'm guessing 8 o'clock. I'm not sure. So subscribe to his channel. Subscribe to my channel. Give me the thumbs up. I want to thank all you people, but I begin to hate YouTube unsubscribing everybody on every YouTube channel out there. I heard like MG Law and others, they're doing it. Why, I don't know. You think the people's doing it. That's what pissing me off and upsetting me. Because, I get up to, I'm up to 280 something. And when I lose one, it pisses me off. I checked it before I came on. I know what I have. There's something out there that you can pay for that to get you more subscribers, but I'm on a fixed income. Well, I told my son, I said, I'm going to Burger King. You want to go? He wasn't feeling good. So he done his thing for Wendy's, and I picked that up first. And I drove the back roads. From there, from Wendy's to Burger King to Burger King, from Burger King home. I had a guy, he's a new neighbor, but that's his brother's house. He buying it on contract from his brother. He seemed like a pretty nice guy. People, anybody who lives around Underwood, Indiana, Underwood, Underwood and County Line Road in that area. The house address is on 31. He found a dog, I guess, came in to his yard. I don't know what kind of dog. It's a small, I guess, medium size, maybe like a boxer or something like it. It loves to go riding in the car, and he loves being in the house. But this guy, him and his wife, has 2 dogs. They won't leave that other dog alone. I told him, I said, well, they're number one in the house. They're going to do that. And I talked to that dog. I said, doggy, don't run from them. Just turn around and stop and bark at them, and they leave you alone. By you taking off, doggy, they would keep doing it. They're like bullies. You keep running, they're going to keep coming. But if you stop and turn around and bark at them dogs, they'll leave you alone. He said Monday he's going to take it to the veterinarian and check it, see if it has a chip. I would love to have that dog, but man, I got too many animals now, and that dog wouldn't get along with my kitty cats. The kitty cats would be like his 2 dogs. And I told him, I said, it comes Monday about 9:30, turn your FM radio to 105.3. That's Wimpy in Scottsburg. They got a show they call Over the Back Fence. You tell them you found a dog, he or she, I think it's a he, and the color of it, this describe it a little bit. Said loves to go for rides in vehicles. He loves it in the house. Some child or somebody probably is missing a dog. So if you live around Scott County, Indiana, and missing a dog, that guy has it there on the corner of 31 and County Line Road. You know, it's that when you come from Henryville, you turn left on County Line Road, it's on the right. If you're coming from Scottsburg, it's on the left right before you get to County Line Road. It's a lovable dog, but anybody who hears me and you know somebody that maybe lives in Scott County might misplace the dog because that dog seemed real friendly. I'm talking to it and it's wagging its tail. You know, it's a friendly dog. I don't think he's going to keep it. If that was me, I would, no matter what the other two dogs think. But I hope in that little talk I had with that dog to just stop, turn around, and go woof, woof, woof at that dog. I said, then they stop leaving you alone. So let's get back to over the back fence. I told him what him to do Monday. I said show comes on at 9:30 in the morning on 105.3. It's called Over the Back Fence. And you tell them that you found a dog in your yard. And when you call, make sure you turn your radio down where it won't get a feedback. And you have to repeat your phone numbers at least twice. And that's the easiest thing. You know, it's free to put it over the back fence, but I figure I'd do it in case there's some people around Underwood area. I've never seen that dog until today. Surely it ain't belong to that woman. It's up there at Collins and Lake Road. That could be her dog. I can't remember what her name is. She lives at the corner of Collins Road and Lake Road. Instead of turning right on Lake Road, you go straight and she's I think the first house on the right. I think she has a dog like that, but I'm not sure unless it jumped out. Because she knows where I live, she would probably ask me if I saw it. But I don't know how to get in touch with her. It's too hot to go for my walk. Uh, so that Pepsi Zero is good. So make sure you watch Triumph's Beware. He's also known as TB. You'll like his YouTube channels. He wears a mask because of the job he has. You know, keep his family and his children, grandchildren safe. He does help people out. If it wasn't for him, I would know nothing about StreamYard. You know, so he told me, as you seen last Saturday, I done a video riding out through the country on my way to Charlestown, show you the Charlestown parade, and went to the car show up on the square. And what pissed me off, let's back up a little bit, is the post office there. What's wrong with that asshole postmaster? You go up there anytime during the day, you can't find a damn place to park. When you go inside to check your mailboxes, there's nobody in it. It's all employees out there taking the customer's place. I guess next Friday, when I go, I'm going to ask to talk to the postmaster. But I figure somebody's on here either works for the post office or knows somebody that works for the post office about my complaint. There's this Jeep that's always parked there every day. I believe it belongs to an African American lady. I saw her get out of it one day. She works inside. I don't know what she does, but man, that parking places is for the people to go in the post office. When you can't park, what the hell are you going to do? Park out in the damn middle of the street? You know, it's only my opinion, people. I feel sorry. You know, they got the whole town square to park at. It's not even a block away from the post office. You know, after say 3 or 4 o'clock, the side parking lot, they put all the post office trucks in there instead of on the right side towards Water Street. Because sometimes you got those big post office trucks coming and they're dropping the mail off or picking that up. And now they park all the Jeeps, whatever who makes them, they park it on the left side towards Short Street. But it pisses me off that when you pull up in front, try to find you a place to park, you can't do it. The damn employees is parking out there. Go park over on the damn square. Leave it for the people that's doing business for the post office. You know, I be doing mail call maybe Friday. I'm expecting something from your YouTube. I'm not going to mention the person's name or what state they're in. So I just want to let you know that it'd be nice if I could get something that I can do mail call. I know you all have watched What the Hells at the end of their live video on Sundays. They have mail call. They open mail that they get from their fans. I would love to see stuff from my fans or people who's watching. I've told you what I need. You know I got cats. You know, I told you I like to have a sign that I can put in back of me to on the air or something like that. But nope. I know some of you people didn't agree with me on the Trump debate and my 2 cents, but that's okay. That's your right and your opinion. You have the right to it, as long as it's PG. You don't have to agree with me, but look around. Look back when Trump was in there. Look how the gasoline prices was. If I remember right, around where I live, it was below $2, maybe $1.99, 97, and all that. As soon as Biden got in there, he canceled the oil pipeline. He stopped the border wall. Drugs is coming in and all this, but that's not what I'm about. You know, you all have your opinion, but I hope it's the right one. Do your homework, people. Go search history, you know, like the war. The war. Who started the wars? Who was in office during the Korean War? I believe it was a Democrat. Vietnam War was a Democrat. Right now with Russia and Ukraine, a Democrat. To me, Joe Biden is a traitor. We sending all that billions of dollars over there, sending weapons and ammunition over there. To me, that's a traitor. That's only my opinion. You veteran, you know what I'm talking about. But I think before we get involved in any country war, they should pay us up front. Like free oil. I don't know if Ukraine got oil or not. We should get free oil. Any country like it, we should get free oil. I don't know, Ukraine won't like me for it, but that's how I feel. We got homeless people. It's no fault of their own because they don't make enough money. They lose their house. They're sleeping in the vehicle. They're homeless. You got veterans out there that's homeless. Let's take care of our people. You know, that's only my opinion, people, but just think about it. Let's take care of us, our people. Forget about it. I can understand if a hurricane, something like that. But what's going on with Russia and Ukraine, don't send them any money. Take care of us first. I don't want my tax dollars going over there when we got damn homeless people, homeless veterans. And let's take care of us first. You Democrats up in Washington, D.C., let's help our people out first. We're number one. That's my pet peeve. One of my pet peeves. Another pet peeve. Ladies, I'm directing it to you. You know where I'm going with it. Who've been abused by your mate. It's not your fault. You can go back on one of my StreamYard videos where you see Crystal Nobody. And she was molested when she was a young girl. She talks about it, tell you the signs to look for. And she was abused when she married that asshole husband who abused her and raped her. But she's divorced. She's a young lady in her 40s. She's not a bad looking lady for the age that she is. No, I'm not flirting you with you, Chris. So I'm just having a good time trying to cheer you up, keep you going, like this. And you know, I love you all do. I wish I was funny like the expert, the white rabbit. That's two you can subscribe to. Because expert does get funny sometimes. But you need to go look at the video that expert done, I guess, this morning. He had two good looking ladies on there. That one lady is kind of maybe a blonde, white hair, who practiced law in 43 states. She had some good things that Karen Reed's lawyer should have went after more reasonable doubt. But I got my reasonable doubt. That's all I'm going to say. Some of you guys are guilty, but you must not be watching the same trial I am and listen to the evidence. So, the music came on. I went over my time limit. It's a short video. And I'm tired. I've been cleaning the cat boxes, sweeping the living room floor. I'm still waiting for God to answer my prayers on a new rider or a zero turn. A new one, because it's under warranty. That way, if it breaks down, something happens, I don't have to pay to fix it. You saw my two sheds out there. You saw my Detroit built in the shed. And I've told you I had 4 heart attack / strokes. You all know the difference. Diabetes, high blood pressure, arthritis. There's things I can't do. If my heart doctor knew I was pushing my lawnmower, he would chew my ass out. But I have to do it, people. Some days I don't feel good. And you probably won't see me for a day or two. I might upload something. Or I'm trying to learn on cupcake or cut cake or cup, or it's editing software. I've been looking into that, but I'm going to have to watch some videos how to, like, say, bring a video down from my YouTube channel and edit it a little bit, and how to make an introduction video. I've been playing with it, but not saving it. I know if I figure it out, there is going to be Superman in it. I like this one I've been playing with, but I got to figure out after I save it, how do I upload it to StreamYard or something like that. People, it comes to the computers, my iPhone, I'm not smart. I'm being honest. Okay, people, I want to stress out to you all. I got Android, Samsung phones. Okay, some of you, probably a bunch of you, my son, he's one of them. In the last year, he had 2 Samsung phones. And it had a green line through it, or a white line. This one he had less than a year, maybe 6, 7 months, 8 months. But Samsung says it's 2 years old and they won't cover it. But he hasn't had it a year. When he bought it, that's how come when you go to a cell carrier, that's why they got cell phones on sale, because they're over a year old. when you look at cell phones and any of these cell carriers, T-Mobile, Verizon, Cricket, AT&T, or any other ones, look it up. See if there's any problems. But with Samsung, it's a world problem. If you all having any problems with your Samsung's phone and they won't do a damn thing to help you, I know how it feels. 'Cause I have problems with my Samsung. That's how come I got an iPhone. But you can file a complaint with the Federal Trade Commission, FTC. You can file a complaint with the Federal Trade Commission about that. If you got emails where you sent Samsung, make copies of it where you can put it into your complaint with the FCC on Samsung. This is only on Samsung Android phones. So if you all having problems out there, if your Samsung's phone, you need to file a complaint with the Federal Trade Commission because Samsung won't fix the damn thing. I'm just letting you know. That's what you could do. File a complaint with the Federal Trade Commission. Somebody said, well, how about the BBB? I've dealt with them on certain complaints. They sit there and lie to the BBB after they were sued in another state for false advertisement, this and that. Exactly the same thing I was complaining about, on this home warranty I had. Be wary of these home warranty people. You'll get screwed. I'm trying to save your butt. So that's all I got. God bless you all. Like that Da Vinci editing software, I can't use it on this computer. It won't let me download it. I done cleaned my computer up so much, I still ain't got damn room to download it. You computer smart people out there, the honest ones, not the liar. I want you to be honest. Is be honest about it. Okay, I know you can buy a hard drive like a 1 TB that you can plug into your USB and it'll show drive D if I remember right. So I'm just letting you all know about it. So so I want you all can answer that question. I ain't got the money to buy a 1 TB hard drive I can plug in. And I know you probably have to reformat it. For me to download that Da Vinci, will that go to C drive or will that go to D drive? Or do I have to specify which drive to go to? See, I'm 70 plus years old. So I want to thank you all. God bless you all. Have a great weekend. Tell each other out there you love them. Tell your kids you love them. Your grandkids you love them. Kids, tell your mom and dad you love them. Whoever you're with, you love them. Ladies, tell your mate you love them. I ain't got no mate. The only thing I got is my kitty cats keeping me company. But will I ever get married again? No. I might live with one, but she would clean my ass if she saw how my house is. You know, my bedroom, you can't really see it, but I've been working on my bedroom, but you can only do so much, people, because of my health problems. So, good night. I hope you love the update of the ex-sheriff Jamey Noel. That probably for public safety. You want to go to his YouTube channel for public safety. He exposed illegal shit going on with politicians, police officers, judges, and some lawyers and stuff like that. So you saw the video I shared. I don't know if it was last week or early this week for public safety. That's what. Oh, that was a video I've done with bars versus Maples. You see how Maples treat Chris and his kids. No matter if you hate the mom or dad, you don't tell the people out there and tell the kids, I will not take a picture with your kid. Scotty Maples, you're a damn asshole. You know, those is children. They want a picture taken with you. You refuse it. You know, hey, it's not over with yet, Scotty Maples. You're going to jail too. They gonna arrest you too. Cause you still hiding stuff for Jamey Noel. How I know it, I've seen it with my own eyes. One of your white pickup truck with a county emblem on it and a white van, probably 60, 70 Ford van with the lights up on the dash and in the window, pulling a black trailer going towards New Washington. So what are you hiding from the Indiana State Police? Your name's in there somewhere. I know people's not that fucking stupid. My source said you and Kenny Hubank and Scotty Maples is on the verge of getting arrested. I don't know when. Just keep it up. When you're a crooked politician taking kickbacks or trading favors to have sex with a woman, it happens all the time. People be in the right spot and solve certain people. And that's okay. So, people, I'm sorry, but my rear end's getting sore since I lost all this weight. And I got a text from my family doctor where that they asked my sugar doctor to refill something. No, that was from my doctor's office. They can't fill it because I don't have a sugar doctor anymore. So I have to go to my family doctor, be sometime in July around the 20th, 15th, 20th, somewhere in there. I'm not sure. But I hope I gave you enough updates on the ex-sheriff Jamey Noel. But he is getting a new special judge in his civil trial, but not criminal trial. Is there a conflict there? No, but maybe Jamey Noel is afraid to face him in that, I guess. I don't know. But also in the video, they came to a deal with Indiana Attorney General on them illegal cars and give them back to the fire department and EMS. I figured they'd be selling that to get part of their money back. So, like their bank accounts is frozen, checking accounts, savings accounts, CDs, everything's frozen. That was done a month ago, I think. He'd been in there 70 plus days in the Scott County jail. His bond is 1.5 million minus 75,000, whatever that is. 1.25 million he has to come up with, if my figure's right. So God bless you all. Have a great weekend. Tell your kids love them. Parents, tell your kids before they go to bed you love them. Kids, tell your parents you love them before they go to work, before they go to bed. Please do that. Please do this. Because on the way to work, they can get in a car wreck. Or the house can catch on fire. Hope it never happens. But it gives you a chance to tell them in case something happens. You people out there that got YouTube videos, do videos on your family history, the mother and the father of your medical history, because your children's going to inherit it. And maybe once a year, do a video of you and your kids. That way, your children and grandkids have video of what you look like. The husband, the wife, mother and father, they would know the medical history. I don't care where you live on this planet, people. Do a video on your medical history for your children. One day your children might get sick. And the questions they ask, they want to know the medical history. What can your children tell? They can't tell them because they don't know. Or you could write it out on the paper. When the kids goes to a doctor, you can give it, because usually you can go back there with them. You can tell them. The husband and mother needs to do that. Some people got mad when I talked about it. But I got a whole lot of kids out there, and some I don't know about. But I want them to know the heart problem, blood pressure problems, sugar problems, arthritis. Knock on wood, I don't have cancer. I want all my kids, I want my grandkids to know, and great grandkids to know about it. Now I'm hoping your parents out there and grandparents, I hope you want what's best for your children and grandkids. So if you all will for me, will you please do it for your kids? If you got high blood pressure, they need to know it. If you had heart attacks or strokes, they need to know it. If you got diabetes, they need to know it. Plus, they have a video of your voice and what you and mommy and daddy look like. That way they always have a memory of you up here and in their heart. Sometimes I don't make sense. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, goodbye. That's enough of my bull tonight. So make sure you go over to Triumphs Beware. I think he'll come live, I think maybe 8 o'clock, I think, tonight, or is it tomorrow? I don't know. Just subscribe to his channel, Triumphs Beware. Then you got the expert. Subscribe to his channel, The White Rabbit, that's his wife. Umbrella Guy. Megan Fox, the writer, MG Law. There's a bunch of more. I'm going to have to write them down where I can have a format of it. So thank you all very much. I love you all. Happy weekend.